đội của các anh đáng chết. Tổ quốc sẽ không tha thứ cho các anh.
Có cơ hội em ráng vào gia đình đi chơi.
April 30th is a day that South Vietnam was lost to Northern Vietnam. Former soldiers were sent to re-education camp, and they spent years and years, and 100,000 of them are dying in the camp and without anybody know about this. April 30th is a day of everybody say that they left everything behind just to find a freedom somewhere outside Vietnam. They don't even know. They left everything. They left their loved one just to find that freedom, and that's why this story needs to be told, need to be put it out there so people know it, remember it.
Basically, 9 out of 10 Vietnamese people that you meet, either they were a boat person or they know somebody who was a boat person, or their relative was a boat person. They themselves or their father or family member has been in a re-education camp. And number 3, they were immigrants that started off here with nothing. The actress who played Bà Nội is Kiều Trinh, and she's a legendary Vietnamese actress, and she's amazing.
Lai cần nghe cái chuyện đó. Nó nhớ bố nó.
Bà Nội is the grandmother, is the mother of Vietnam. It's very important to me that even during the wartime, man is the soldiers who are frontier, but women play a very important role in the family.
Nhìn vào tương lai.
I read the script and I said, wow, you know, this what a story. Well, what I understand about Long is that he is an idealistic person, so he have like a standard of how to act or how to behave. And that's why he make a lot of wrong decisions in his life. The biggest mistake he make is that he decided to stay and fight and send his family away.
Gia đình mình sẽ không có tồn tại nếu mà không có anh.
Anh coi nè, anh có truyền đơn. Làm sao anh không có truyền đơn chứ? Thì mình đã núp lơ rồi, nó bỏ anh rồi. Sao đây?
Mình cũng nên đi. Ai cũng làm như vậy mà.
Mình không chiến đấu cho nước mình, còn ai đi em? Còn ai đi?
For the role of Mai, we were searching endlessly.
And during this time, I talked to Yim Ling, who's later played Mai.
The scene that we auditioned was the Fall of Saigon scene. And she came in, and she just brought us to tears.
Em cho phép anh ở lại.
Tất cả sẽ ở lại với anh.
Không, em phải đi.
Gia đình này sẽ không có đi đâu hết nếu không có anh. Không có đi đâu hết.
She took it in a totally other direction, nothing that I'd expected, you know. But it was amazing.
Nói về tâm trạng chung của hầu hết những người có mặt trên đất Mỹ này. Họ phải trải qua những cái, họ phải đi vượt biên. Mình khăn đó, anh đợi mình khăn kìa. Sao em đi con mình vậy?
Mẹ em ở Sài Gòn. Bà muốn cho em có một tương lai tốt đẹp hơn.
Being under the boat with everybody, you realize what these people went through, and not all of them made it. I never knew a lot of things I know now because of the movie.
Đi!
Anh trai.
Gì vậy?
Tôi ở đây tôi sẽ đi.
Hả?
Tôi đây đi.
Khi đi nhìn thấy quang cảnh chỗ trại cải tạo thì nó làm tôi xúc động rất nhiều và nhớ lại tất cả những gì xảy ra trong thời gian tôi đi cải tạo.
Mà Đảng chỉ đưa các anh vào trại cải tạo một thời gian tùy thuộc vào các anh.
The first of all, I come here, I see the camera. Oh my goodness, I'm very surprised because they're exactly the same. The way I living in almost 30 years ago. I live in there about 3 years over. When I get into camp, I don't want my life no more. Even die is better.
The power that this film has is because it's drawing on a community.
I think this is a kind of a part of history.
Chưa có phim nào. This is the first film. This is the first film.
Every Vietnamese would like to see, and even non-Vietnamese would like to see, so they could understand why we are here and who are we.
It's the pain that is in them for the last 30 years. That pain is need to be recognized. And when we recognize that pain, they're able to move it on. They're able to heal that pain.
When people finish watching this film, I have two hopes for Vietnamese people when they watch this film to say, that's my story. Then the non-Vietnamese people can say, how come I've never heard that before? How come I've never heard about this story before? And it's been 30 years and the world needs to know what happened.
Welcome back. This year marks the 30th anniversary of what many Vietnamese consider the fall of the country's largest city. On April 30th, 1975, North Vietnamese troops captured the capital of South Vietnam, Saigon, and renamed it Ho Chi Minh City. Now, one Vietnamese director who wasn't even born during the events is trying to remind the world of Saigon's fate.
The fall of Saigon remains to be the unfinished chapter in the wound of millions of Vietnamese, the children whose parents since 30 years ago had made a fateful journey in their quest for freedom. Today, for the first time, make their stories known. Journey from the Fall is the first and the most expensive production about Vietnamese refugees, produced, directed, and financed by Vietnamese in America.
April 30th a day that they left everything behind. They left their loved one.
Many crew members were born after the war. Director Ham Tran, a graduate of UCLA in the same peer group, took almost 2 years to compile a series of life stories and finish the script. In the 1-year production took place mostly in Thailand and Little Saigon in Southern California, is making way to the first VIP screening during the 30th anniversary commemoration.
9 out of 10 Vietnamese people that you meet, either they were a boat person or they know somebody who's a boat person. They themselves or their father or family member has been in a re-education camp. They were immigrants that started off here with nothing.
Starred by a legendary Vietnamese actress from the big screen in Vietnam before 1975 to Hollywood, Kiều Chen stars in Bà Nội, the grandmother character.
Man is the soldiers who are frontier, but women play a very important role in the family.
She's in strong, endured, and exemplary role of the Vietnamese woman in a typical family whose husband and son were soldiers and imprisoned with endless terms in the communist re-education camp.
Mình cũng nên đi. Ai cũng làm như vậy mà.
Mình không chiến đấu cho nước mình còn ai đi anh.
As the film reconstructs pieces of real lives together, the wound for many decades suppressed from healing now resurfaces. Many Vietnamese recognize this journey as their own story. Non-Vietnamese perhaps wonder why they haven't heard this story before. Today, for the first time in 30 years, this heart-throbbing story makes way for the film to voice We Exist. This is Quốc Bình Nguyễn, SBTN for CNN World Report.